Hey.
Hey.
And we are here with the
What?
Ken Parks,
Director of Entertainment.
Director of Entertainment.
Vice President of Awesome.
Well, I think he's ascended to president. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, I'll let them
He's
know
like,
at
I
HR
don't
so
know,
we can
but
get the
thank you.
paycheck correct.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We'll just call Cedar Fair, get that all.
Sure.
Get that all
Yeah,
sorted
we'll get
out.
it squared away.
So,
We know, guys.
just came off of Ghost Town Alive,
Yeah.
right into haunt season.
Yeah.
Probably the most coherent haunt season we've ever heard of. Everything works together. All of the scare zones are with the mazes. This concept of it's all one big thing, right? It's all one big haunt.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? How did that evolve?
It came from Haunt. I started coming to Haunt in 1985, and I had no idea what I was walking into. I had heard on the radio that it was the world's greatest Halloween party. And I thought it was going to be an actual party where we would go on hay rides and bobbing for apples and all of that stuff. It was none of that, but it was everywhere. It was I walked out of there going, oh my Lord, they have taken that and turned it into a Halloween park.
Yeah.
And that's where it started from. And that's the goal, is to get back to that.
Same year, it was a rite of passage. We were told if you could survive haunt, that was your.
Then you were good.
You were an adult then.
Yeah.
You were adulting at that point in time.
Yeah, I love that the environmental stuff, which unfortunately just is not here anymore, but in those days, the Gasoline Alley had a maze. There was a maze inside the Scrambler building.
Yeah.
I mean, it just was everywhere. Fiesta Village had this sort of passion play vampire, the original
Yes, that was
Dominion,
awesome.
right?
Yes.
Which you
Yeah.
walk into showrooms. And the scariest thing that year for me, and I hope we can kind of capture these kind of moments, but the scariest thing for me was I was alone at one point over by Jeffrey's Barn or Wilderness Dance Hall, and there was fog everywhere, and I just heard the sound of metal hitting the cement. And in the fog, and it kept going, and in the fog, as it started to kind of dissipate, was Freddy Krueger. And I thought, oh my, how are they doing this? And then it went away, and it was a sweeper dressed as Freddy Krueger sweeping, and it was the metal pan.
And that was him clanking.
Clanking. It was terrifying, and it was a time when everyone, you'd go into a store, everyone was dressed, everyone was a part of the action.
Yeah.
So I would love for us to get back to that.
Terror and custodial services all
Yes,
in one
yes.
day.
It gets scary clean.
Gruesome cleanliness, right? Yeah.
What I really want to know is the hanging.
Yeah.
Fake news.
Yeah.
We both have a concern. Are there going to be sanctuary areas for bad jokes?
Yeah, and safe zones if the jokes are really
No.
offensive.
Well, why start now? Why? We're hoping that you've survived it long enough that you've developed some sort of thick outer coat that it protects
An
you.
inoculation.
Yeah,
Some
exactly
sort of
right.
palace.
Yeah, exactly right. It's
well,
sort of like
maybe.
the air in Los Angeles, right, or LA or Orange County, right? Eventually, you just get used to breathing it. Same thing there, right? Those just bounce off you.
Somehow.
Yeah. No. Well,
Bring back the Coleman cooler and we'll talk.
Well, there's enough. There's some stuff.
It's going to be so
stuff.
good.
Well, we hope, right? We never know, but we hope. But it's fun. The tough thing this year is, there's pop culture is pretty much dead as we know it. It's the same 6 superheroes being rebooted every year, and then it's all about politics this year. And nothing says Halloween fun like politics.
Well,
so
yeah.
it's a challenge.
And
It's a
nothing
challenge.
says playing it safe, like politics.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
possible we could see the hangman impeached.
Who knows? That's possible. I'm going to steal that the minute I get it.
Patent pending.
Yeah, exactly. Copyright circle.
Big question. Elvira's last year.
Yeah.
We can't get the title. Is that the closely guarded secret? What the final
Yeah,
show
there's
is?
no title.
Oh.
Is it just her final show or something?
No, it's called Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and then we have a
Sounds familiar.
well.
That sounds very
It's a little.
Is it
It's
an
a tribute
homage?
to her film, so as well as her time here. So
Got it.
things that you loved about the film, the car, the couch, that she did, the movie Macabre. They're all here, and then she's in it more than we've ever had her in the show before. So it's the format of she steps off and then there's a dance number. That's not what's happening this go round.
Say Kiss Goodnight from
Yeah.
Elvira.
Kiss Goodnight
Yeah,
from Elvira.
so this is her. This is, you know, we love her, and this was what she wanted to do this year. And we were like, well, thank you for honoring it. If you're going to go out, thank you for making Not Scary Farm the place that you do that. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Well,
right.
thank you for taking the time to
Oh my
talk to us.
You guys are awesome.
We're
You make me smile. Oh, I am too.
Too
I am
early to
too.
start talking about Christmas?
No, never too early. What do you want to know about Christmas?
Okay, go ahead.
No, I don't want to talk
What do you
about
want?
it. What do you want to know?
No. All right, so my favorite melodramas coming back big time this year.
Okay,
Well-
yeah. I am excited about that.
Oh, well, we're not doing we're in the Birdcage. We're going to continue this year with the traditional offerings of A Christmas Carol and Gift of the Magi, though we've been plussing them. So if you noticed, last year audio got plussed, and then we did a little bit of video projection and mapping. It was pretty small, but it was just an experiment to see, you know.
It was a good effect.
Yeah, not bad. So that's where we'll lean there. And then we'll see about, you know, melodrama was an interesting thing for Boysenberry Festival because I kept, you know, I have such a history with the room, and I kept saying, you know, we need to bring that back. And then, you know, there were folks who just either didn't experience it when it was here or didn't know what it would be. And so the Boysenberry melodrama was a great way to kind of take away any doubts that anybody has. So I think we'll see more things in the Birdcage that are homespun and grown out of our department as opposed to plugging acts into that.
Now, jumping back to Halloween real quick, or Scary Farm now.
Yeah, there's
Scary Farm.
Will we ever get back to a time where the shows are scary?
Oh, well, I wouldn't rule any of that out. I mean, I think that, you know, Jeff did, I can't remember the title of the show. I should know it. Yes.
I know, earlier I had the same problem.
Yeah.
honestly.
Well, there were two of them, but Possessed was the one that had the little girl and then it opened at the end that actually got screams out of the audience.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing we've always, you know, I would love to tap into that. I mean, I think if you could do that. But years ago, there was a show that, the Tiki show. That did you ever see that?
No.
There was a Tiki show that was played very straight, and I thought that concept was pretty great. I don't know that it did well with the audience, you know, I think you'd have to really look at that, but it did prove that people were anticipating that there could be a scare there, and unfortunately it didn't deliver on that, but the promise of that is really awesome, and I think if you could unlock it, I would love a scary show.
I'm thinking some sort of a Grandino thing in the Birdcage. Take it.
Here, I'll just write that down along
That
with
one,
the impeachment of the...
Yes.
I noticed there's no copyright on that one.
No,
so,
you're
okay,
fine.
Okay.
I just want to see blood and guts up close.
Yeah.
Do
I
it.
think that, yeah, I think that's, well, you know, as we've seen Midsummer Scream, and that there are so many groups out there, too, that are experimenting with that. There's an audience for it. So it would be fun to introduce it here at the Scary Farm.
Do it.
Yeah.
All
I think
right.
the sky's the limit anymore here. I mean, I think it's just, you know, we're in that place where we're just blue skying and we're not designing from a place of money first, and then we're designing from a place of the idea and the story first, and then we'll figure a way to
They're
present it.
being given a lot of freedom. I mean,
Yeah, well,
that's amazing.
I think so. I mean, I think it's also just that idea of, you know, it's really haunt nerds that want it to be awesome.
Yeah.
And so that's where it all comes from. I just want it to be cool. So,
Now, off the record, you've told me trick or treat, lights out.
I don't want to oversell it because
No,
I'm
I don't
always
think you can.
I'm always afraid that people will not have the same experience. You know, I make it up to them, and then I harm it by saying, oh, it's going to be extremely frightening. It just was. I haven't screamed in a maze in 20 years. I got hit in the head once with a shaker can, but I never.
You didn't really scream.
That was
out
more
of it.
ow.
Yeah, no, I did an ow.
That
and
was
then-
more of
And
it,
I
yeah.
heard behind the mask, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. But
Grr.
sorry, please don't report me. But but anyway, I mean, it got me. It got me. So I hope you have fun doing it. It's going to be.
Director of Entertainment got in the trick or treat lights out maze and I
screamed.
I think we're dying for that
Scream.
one.
Yeah, scream. I screamed some words that probably I should not have said to my staff. So,
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh
so
my.
HR violation and a scare.
yeah, yeah.
So
That's it.
win-win.
Yeah.
All right.
Scary. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Ken.
Thanks for supporting. Thank you for all you do for the community. It's awesome.
I've been going to haunts since I was 6.
But I mean, you know that we
And look,
have.
I turned out okay.
Yeah, we'll chat. But all good. But I mean, Horror-Buzz is fantastic. I mean, it's great that we live in a time where, you know, we have all of this that's available to us. We all grew up wanting and dreaming
Yeah.
of these things.
And
Thank
living
you.
it.
Yeah.
So-
Thank you. So thanks to both of you
No,
for all
thanks for doing it.
You bet. All right.
Now get back to work.
Okay.
All
I'll see
right.
you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.